Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the KitchenAid dishwasher water supply diverter. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new water supply diverter. The water supply diverter diverts water to all the spray arms. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's cracked and water isn't getting to the spray arms and your dishes aren't getting clean. In order to change the part, we have to open up the dishwasher door. Now that you have the door open, we're going to pull the lower rack out. Once you have it out, we're going to lift the silverware basket up, set it aside. To get the lower dish rack off, there's a locking tab on each side. So you want to lift up on both at the same time. When you pull it out, once you have it out, you can set it aside. Next, we have to take the upper rack out. We're going to pull it out, and there's 4 locking tabs on the adjusters that we have to push, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. You want to be careful, these can be fragile. Only push them in far enough to release them. Once you have it pushed in, you can lift up the front. And then on the back, you want to carefully press the buttons and then pull forward on the rack a little bit and then lift it out. Once you have it free, you can set it aside. Now we can pull the upper tray out. Once you have it out, we just have to flip the rail end caps over so we can release them. Once you have them open, you can pull it forward, lift the wheels out, and do the ones in the back. Once you have it free, you can set it aside. Now we can reach in and take the lower spray arm off. All you have to do is grab the base and turn it counterclockwise. Once you have it free, you can pull it out and set it aside. Now we're going to reach in and unclip the water supply tube. We're going to do the upper one first. So have to flex these metal clamps over and pull down. If it's tight, use a small flathead screwdriver to help you. Then we can do the middle one. Once you have them out, we're just going to get it over to the side a little bit. Now we're going to remove the water lines that hook up to the diverter. First, we're going to remove the one for the Pro Scrub. This is just clipped in, so all you have to do is lift up on it. Then we're going to remove the one that goes up to the spray arms. There's a couple locking tabs on each side. Usually have to put a screwdriver in here and kind of pull one side out and then do the other side. Once you have it free, we're just going to pull the water supply tubes over, push them out of the way for a second. Then we can remove the diverter. There's this little tab right here. We're just going to lift up on it with the flathead screwdriver and turn the diverter. Once you have it free, you can pull it out of the dishwasher. Here's the old water supply diverter next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new water supply diverter in, we're going to set it in place so those little arrows line up right there. And then we're going to turn it so it goes over the locking tab. And that arrow will be lined up with the other indicator. Once it snaps in place, we can put the water supply tubes back in. Just going to grab them, move them over, and stick in the spray arm supply tube. Just make sure it goes in and locks in. Then we can press in the power scrub tube. All you do is push it down in the opening so it snaps into place. Once you have those in, we can snap the water supply tube back to the cabinet. We're just going to grab it and make sure it goes into the clips. I'm going to do the middle one first, and then the upper one.
put the lower spray iron back on, we're just going to set it onto the diverter and turn it clockwise so it locks on.
Now we can pull out the rails for the upper tray. Just want to pull it out. We can open up the end caps and set the rollers in. So you have the first ones in, lift up on it a little bit, and drop the second set in, then push it back in, close the end caps, and push it back in the rest of the way. Now we can put the upper dish rack back in. We're going to pull the rails out. We're going to set the back in first. They go right in those little hooks. So we're going to just drop it in and then drop the front in. Once you have the back in, you can drop in the front. Once you have it in, you can push the dish rack back in. Then we can put the lower dish rack back in. When you put the dish rack in, you want to make sure that the flat right here goes inside the rail right here, and that the upper rib of the rail goes in the slide right here. So when it goes forward, it locks into the locking clip. Once you have this side on, we can do the other side. Now that we have the dish rack back in, we can set the silverware basket in, push in the rack, close the door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.